today we're going to be adding decimals. We're going to be using a model as well as standard algorithm. The problem that we are starting with is 569 and 9/10 plus 3 and 462 thousandths. I'm just starting by drawing my place value chart. And labeling each place value.
For standard algorithm, I'm going to do the same thing, starting off with my place value chart and then labeling each place value.
Next, I'm going to represent our first number, 569 and 9/10. I'm drawing dots to represent the value in each the number in each place value, and I'm lining them up in rows of 5. This will make regrouping much easier later.
So notice that she has 5 dots to model the 500s, 6 to model the 6/10s, 9 to model the 9 units, etc. She's going to do that for the first number. While she does that, I'm writing in my first number right alongside.
Next, we're both going to represent our second number, 3 and 462 thousandths. We're going to skip a small space in our place value chart.
This will help us keep everything extremely organized. Notice that even with this model, everything is in groups of 5. That helps us count quickly and make sure that our model is accurate. Okay, so now comes the part that you're familiar with when it comes to whole numbers. We're going to start with the smallest place value and begin to regroup. Let's start off with the thousandths place. If you add no thousandths to 2 thousandths, same thing in our model, how many thousandths do you get?
We are left with 2 thousandths. Now we're going to move to the hundredths place. If we add no hundredths with 6 hundredths, what are we left with?
We're left with 6 hundredths. I notice that if we start counting the tenths, we're actually going to have 2 digits here. So let's go ahead and count how many tenths we have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I notice that that value is greater than 9, so it's 13 tenths. We can't write 13 tenths just under our tenths place in our place value chart.
I remember learning that 10 tenths makes 1 whole, so I'm wondering if we can regroup 10 tenths to make 1 unit.
I'm going to count off 10 tenths and circle them to show that I'm regrouping them to our units place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tenths. I'm going to circle those 10 tenths very neatly, draw an arrow, and put them in my units place.
And I'm going to do something very similar. I noticed that I have 3 tenths remaining in my model, and if I did the fraction work, so I'm going to put 3, and then I'm going to bring my new unit that you have in red right on top.
Great, so I'm left over with 3 as well, and I'm going to write that 3 in my place value chart. Now I'm going to bring down my decimal point.
Always got to make sure that the decimal point is exactly where it was. That does not change.
I'm noticing that in our units place, we also are going to be left over with more than 10 units. We're going to have to regroup again.
And I think that makes sense because 10 units makes 1 tenth.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units.
Great.
I'm going to go ahead and circle those 10 units.
And you're going to make 1 10.
I'm drawing an arrow to show that I'm bringing those 10 units into my tens place. I notice that I have 3 units left over, so I'm going to write my 3 in my place value chart in the units place.
This looks good.
Great. Let's move on to the tens place.
Okay. 1
1
10,
2 10, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens, 7 tens. That's not greater than 10, so we can just go ahead and write that down. And let's move to the hundreds place. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, added to no hundreds is 5 hundreds.
So our final answer is 573 and 362 thousandths. So we do not recommend doing both of these strategies at the same time. We were fortunate enough to have 2 of us to do that. What you should be doing is choosing one of these strategies to do first, label it as your work, and then you should do this again using a second strategy to check your work. If the answers don't match, what do you think we should do?
We should probably go back, cover our work, and then try it again.
Absolutely. So make sure that you're being really careful when you are adding or subtracting. Next up is going to be subtracting decimals. Great.